It's currently 9:22. Our first guest today is Linda Penny. She's the co-founder of the Creative Artisans pod, and she's a hobby crafter. So the Creative Artisans pod is a platform, and it helps increase the visibility of talented WA artisans, but it's also a way to help people eliminate poverty across the globe. So she's going to explain what that's about. It's a not-for-profit social enterprise, and it helps artisans across WA.
Sounds fabulous. You're listening to 89.7 FM. And then after this track, we'll be crossing live to chat with Linda Penny, who is from the Creative Artisans pod. You're on 89.7. Begins with Star. It's 9:31. You're listening to 89.7 FM in good company with Lisa and Lou, and our guest on the line is Linda Penny, who is from the the Creative Artisans pod. And looking forward to finding out more about that. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Great, Linda. Thanks for jumping on the line with us. So what is CAP, Creative Artisans?
Creative Artisans Pod is founded by myself and my co-founder, Jenny Parker. Now, we're both crafters. We're both passionate about supporting WA handmade. Jenny does crochet and lead lighting, and I'm a quilter and use of botanical dyeing as well. So we're really passionate about WA handmade, but we also believe when you want to help people, you give them a hand up rather than a hand out. So we decided that we would establish Creative Artisans Pod to support the WA handmade community, but also through that provide avenues to support internationally based disadvantaged artisans. Jenny works with the group in Cambodia who are disabled artisans. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's artisans living with a disability.
Yeah.
So what we do is we ask our gifter artisans to send that product to our site, which we then on-sell. 100% of which profits go up to the artisans in Siem Reap.
Your website is absolutely lovely. I've been looking through the pictures of some of the artwork there. It's a delight to look at. So how does the system work? Tell us a bit more about that.
How does it work? We do a couple of things. One is that we obviously have on the website the ability for artisans to go in and become gifter artisans. They just fill us an expression of interest, and we come and talk to them about what we do to make sure they're happy with us. And then we go forward with the process and get their items listed onto our site. Now, once they're on our site, we promote them through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and our website, obviously. I do a blog most weeks, and where I either support one of our artisans, and if you have a look through the blogs, you'll see the gifter artisans that I've written up about. So we promote them, they provide us with a product, we sell the product, we then donate that money to Cambodia.
That's lovely. And can you just give an idea of some of the range of artworks that you've got on your site, the types of art?
Sure. Well, we're trying to get as much variety as we can. So at the moment we have textile and fibre artists, watercolour artists, ceramic people, polymer clay, those lovely earrings that people make out of polymer clay. We also have, we're very proud to say, we have Sydney Phillips on our site as well. He's our local Indigenous artist from Armidale. And he's not only provided us with items to sell on the site, he's also allowed us to use some of his artwork in our promotion. So we're very, very proud of that. We also have crochet, lead line items, quilted bags, things like that as well. So again, we are trying to get as many products on there as we can. So if anybody has something in those ranges or outside of that, we'd love to hear from them.
And Linda, do you have shops, pop-up shops or market stalls, or are you purely online?
We are mostly online, but we are doing markets at the moment, mainly for two reasons. One is to address the concept that online is always a scam. We just want people to know that we're real, the products are real, and it's quality. So our next market will be at Flinders Shopping Centre on the 6th of August, and the 24th of July, we're actually doing one at Stirling.
Oh, that's great. And you've been focusing on Cambodia. How much money have you managed to gift them and support them with?
We've been operating since October last year, and we've been able to send a donation of $1,000.
Oh, that's
we're very, very, very proud of, very pleased.
That's absolutely
wonderful. And we couldn't do that without the generosity of the WA community and the artisans that have been so great in what they've donated to us.
It sounds like an absolute win-win, Linda. And what would you like to achieve in the future?
Well, the WA point of view, we'd really love to develop a community of artisans that support each other. We're also very much aware that we have fledgling artisans who are just starting out. They're not sure about how to set up their website. They're not sure about business. They're not sure about what to do. So we'd really love to be in a position to be able to support them.
Yeah.
Obviously, with our international support, if we can broaden it out from the group we're supporting at the moment, which is Ability Fair Trade Village, the director of that is Nerette Choi, and Nerette is also a designer and seamstress, and her label is Wear Your Own Elephant. Elephant is her totem, I guess you call it.
Oh.
She also has a disability, so she's got lived experience of the sort of people that she's helping.
Yeah.
The other group we support is the Siem Reap Food Bank. Nerette established that. Once COVID started, tourism died, there was no way that the artisans could sell their product. So she set up a food bank just to keep them alive, basically, till tourism started up again.
It sounds
And
great.
the interesting thing about that is that the deliveries from the food bank are done by tuk-tuk. Do you know what a tuk-tuk is?
Yes, I do, if anyone, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Like a little cart drawn by a motorcycle. And so the drivers of those are disabled, living with a disability. A lot of the problem has come about because of the landmine problem following the civil war in Cambodia. So one day you're a prosperous farmer, the next year missing illegal, that sort of thing. So they're disabled, but they're doing their best to maintain a income supply to them and their families to keep them independent.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that. Even the motorcycle riders, the cyclists, they are also living with a disability. So they're just amazing people, really.
Sounds incredible, the work that you are doing in the Creative Artisans Pod. To wrap up, Linda, how can people find out more? What's the website address?
The website address is capwa.online.
Excellent.
Very simple, very easy.
Thank you so much for being our guest today, Linda Penny.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
You're listening to 89.7 FM, in good company of Lisa and Lou. Coming up,